Hey, thanks for being here. Have you ever wanted to speak English more confidently, but weren't sure how to get started? A lot of people spend years learning English. They study grammar, learn new words, and do plenty of exercises. But when it's time to actually speak, they often feel nervous and struggle to express themselves. The good news is that speaking English is a skill, and, like any skill, it gets better with regular practice. In today's video, I'll share some practical and proven tips to help you improve your English speaking skills. These strategies are simple, effective, and designed to help you build confidence step by step. Let's get started. The first step is getting over the fear of making mistakes. Many English learners hold back because they want everything to be perfect. They worry about grammar mistakes or saying words incorrectly. But mistakes are a normal and important part of learning. Think about how children learn their first language. They make lots of mistakes, but they keep talking and practicing. That's how they improve so quickly. If you wait until your English is perfect, you might never start speaking. Instead, use the English you already know and start communicating today. Every mistake is a chance to learn and get better. The second step is to listen to English every day. Listening is one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills. The more English you hear, the more familiar you'll become with pronunciation, sentence structures, and everyday expressions. You can listen to podcasts, watch videos, enjoy audiobooks, or follow real English conversations. Try to spend at least 15 to 30 minutes a day listening to English. Don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. Being consistent matters much more than being perfect. With regular practice, you'll notice your understanding and speaking skills improving naturally over time. One thing that really helps is stopping the habit of translating everything in your head. A lot of English learners do this without even realizing it. Someone says something in English. You translate it into your native language. Think of a reply, and then translate that reply back into English. That extra step slows you down and can make conversations feel a lot more stressful. If you want to speak more naturally, try getting used to thinking in English instead. Start with simple stuff around you. Look around your room and name things in English. For example, this is a chair. That is a window. My phone is on the table. Once that feels easier, start describing what you're doing during the day in English. You might say, I am making breakfast. I am going to work. I am watching a video. It might feel a little awkward at first, and that's totally okay. Don't worry about being perfect. The idea is just to help your brain get comfortable thinking directly in English. The more you practice, the quicker and more natural speaking English will feel. The second method is to listen to English every single day. If you want to speak English well, you must first hear English regularly. Think about how children learn their first language. Before they start speaking, they spend months listening to the people around them. The same idea works for English learners. When you listen to English every day, your brain starts recognizing common words, sentence patterns, pronunciation, and natural expressions. That's why listening is such a powerful tool for improving your speaking skills. You don't need to spend hours doing this. Even 15 to 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. You can listen to English podcasts, watch YouTube videos, enjoy audiobooks, or follow English conversations. Try to choose content that matches your level. If the material is too difficult, you may become frustrated. If it's too easy, you may not learn much. The key is consistency. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Focus on understanding the main idea and keep listening. The more English you hear, the more natural it will sound, and the easier it will become to speak confidently yourself. The third method is to practice speaking out loud every day. Many learners spend a lot of time reading and listening, but very little time actually speaking. The truth is, speaking is a skill that improves through practice. You cannot become a confident speaker by only studying grammar or memorizing vocabulary. You need to use the language. The good news is that you don't need a speaking partner every day. You can practice by yourself. Read a short paragraph aloud. Repeat sentences from a video. Describe what you see around you. Or talk about your day for a few minutes in English. The important thing is to move your mouth and speak the words out loud. This helps improve your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence. At first, you may speak slowly and make mistakes. That's completely normal. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will become. Even 5 to 10 minutes of speaking practice each day can produce amazing results over time. Remember, confidence doesn't come before practice. Confidence comes from practice. The fourth method is to learn phrases, not just individual words. Many English learners try to memorize long lists of vocabulary. While learning new words is important, knowing a word doesn't always mean you can use it naturally in a conversation. That's why learning phrases can be much more effective. For example, instead of learning the word problem by itself, learn phrases like, "I have a problem. Can you help me with this problem?" That's not a problem. When you learn phrases, you learn how English is actually used in real life. This makes it easier to speak without stopping to think about every single word. You also sound more natural and fluent. Whenever you learn a new word, try to learn 2 or 3 common phrases that include that word. Write them down and practice saying them out loud. Over time, you'll build a collection of useful expressions that you can use in everyday conversations. And when it's time to speak, those phrases will come to your mind much faster than isolated vocabulary words. That's one of the secrets that many fluent English speakers use without even realizing it. The fifth method is to stop being afraid of making mistakes. This is one of the biggest reasons why many people struggle to speak English confidently. They worry about using the wrong grammar. They worry about mispronouncing words. They worry about what other people might think. As a result, they stay silent. But here's something important to remember. Making mistakes is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're learning. Think about a child learning to speak. Children make mistakes all the time, but they keep talking. They don't wait until they can speak perfectly. That's why they improve so quickly. The same principle applies to learning English. Every mistake teaches you something. Every conversation helps you improve. Instead of aiming for perfect English, focus on clear communication. If people understand your message, you're already making progress. The next time you make a mistake, don't feel embarrassed. Learn from it, correct it, and keep moving forward. The students who improve the fastest are not the ones who never make mistakes. They are the ones who are not afraid to make them. So, speak more, worry less, and give yourself permission to learn through practice. The sixth method is to use the shadowing technique. This is one of the most effective ways to improve your English speaking skills. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately after you hear it. You try to copy not only the words, but also the pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. For example, you can watch a short English video and pause after each sentence. Then repeat the sentence aloud as closely as possible. Don't worry if you can't do it perfectly at first. The goal is to train your ears and your mouth to work together. Start with short and simple videos. Listen carefully. Repeat what you hear. Then listen again and compare your pronunciation. This exercise helps you sound more natural and improves your fluency over time. Many successful English learners use shadowing every day because it allows them to practice speaking even when they don't have a conversation partner. Just 10 minutes of shadowing practice each day can make a noticeable difference. If you stay consistent, you'll begin to speak more smoothly, more clearly, and with greater confidence. This section is very practical and gives viewers a specific technique they can start using immediately. The seventh method is to make English a part of your daily life. Many people practice English for a few minutes and then spend the rest of the day using only their native language. As a result, they don't get enough exposure to English. If you want to improve faster, try surrounding yourself with English as much as possible. For example, change your phone's language to English. Follow English-speaking content creators. Read simple English articles. Watch videos in English. Listen to English music or podcasts during your free time. The more English you see and hear throughout the day, the more familiar it becomes. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country to improve. You can create an English environment wherever you are. Small daily habits can lead to big improvements over time. Even if you only add a few minutes of English to different parts of your day, those minutes quickly add up. Remember, learning English is not something you do only during study time. It can become a natural part of your everyday routine. And when English becomes part of your daily life, speaking it becomes much easier and more natural. The eighth method is to set small goals and track your progress. One reason many people give up learning English is that they expect results too quickly. They want to become fluent in a few weeks. When that doesn't happen, they feel disappointed and lose motivation. That's why setting small, realistic goals is so important. Instead of saying, "I want to speak English fluently," set a goal like, "I will learn 5 new phrases today," or "I will practice speaking English for 10 minutes every day this week." Small goals are easier to achieve, and every achievement gives you confidence to keep going. It's also helpful to track your progress. You can keep a notebook and write down new words, useful phrases, or speaking practice sessions. You can even record yourself speaking English once a week. When you listen to those recordings after a few months, you'll be surprised by how much you've improved. Progress may seem slow from day to day, but when you stay consistent, the results become clear over time. The most successful English learners are not always the most talented. They are the ones who stay consistent and keep moving forward, one small step at a time. So, set a simple goal. Start today and celebrate every bit of progress you make. Before we finish, let's quickly review what we've learned today. First, stop translating everything in your head and start thinking in English. Second, listen to English every day to become familiar with natural speech and expressions. Third, practice speaking out loud regularly, even if you're practicing alone. Fourth, learn useful phrases instead of memorizing only individual words. Fifth, don't be afraid of making mistakes, because mistakes are an important part of learning. Sixth, use the shadowing technique to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Seventh, make English a part of your daily life by surrounding yourself with the language. And finally, set small goals and track your progress so you stay motivated. Remember, learning English is not about being perfect. It's about improving little by little every day. If you stay consistent, practice regularly, and keep believing in yourself, your speaking skills will improve. One day, you'll look back and realize that the conversations that once felt difficult have become natural and comfortable. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Speak a little more. Listen a little more. Practice a little more. And most importantly, never give up. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more English learning tips and practical lessons. I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning and keep speaking English every day.